It was really nice to find this, niche in the market. And as I said, when we came across it, it was something I hadn't seen before. It was a really safe way for us to test it in our own space. And so my son Thomas is nearly 5 and starting school next year. Our daughter Lily is nearly 3. She'll be going to 3-year-old kinder. So look, to be honest, we've been lucky. Thomas hasn't had any really obvious or sort of observable challenges with his hearing. So it was, more for our peace of mind. There's definitely times where I think he intentionally doesn't listen to me. And there's been a few times where we've been out where it's been sort of loud, noisy, a lot going on. He perhaps hasn't heard us or, has asked us to repeat ourselves. So, just something I wanted to really sense check and a little bit of a look online to see what was out there. And really without big concerns or a referral, there weren't too many options. It was great when I came across Sound Scouts because I hadn't seen anything that was, that accessible. It was something that we could take away and do in our own time, in our own home. I was really excited to try it. Look, we came across Sound Scouts online. There's a lot of information about the science behind it, which really fascinated me. But it was a great, innovative new tool, which is disguised as a game for kids to play. It's interactive, it's engaging, it's really user friendly and quick for them to jump in and play. And the science behind it actually has a great way of understanding and identifying if there's any hearing concerns, anything to be aware of. There's a lot of tools and information that tell you about, perhaps some of the challenges that might be observed, it might be picked up. It gives you great guidance on what to do with the output of that. But, it's a really good tool where the kids they play. Thomas was more excited about being on Mum's computer, I think, than anything else. But, really enjoyed it. It was easy to understand. It was, all up around about 10 minutes to complete. 3 dimensions that we get tested on, and the output comes back immediately. 2 of them, he was great and certainly within, what is the normal range. 1, he was sort of in the borderline area, and that's probably what we expected a little bit, that there was, maybe areas where, his hearing isn't as great as others. So, for us, it was probably really a great insight into, what to be aware of, what to look out for. It's something I'm conscious to continue to monitor and keep an eye on. The test itself gives you the opportunity where you are in that borderline range to retest and just validate that again. So knowing you've got that opportunity to do that, if there's any concerns, you know where to go. You've got the language to speak to a GP or to a professional to get some guidance. But, it was great for us to have a starting point and a baseline that we can continue to monitor. It's really colourful. It's really easy to manoeuvre your way around. You definitely do need a touch screen device, so, to play the game. But, he had a lot of fun. He giggled his way through it a little bit. And, I found it just, it was a really relaxed way to get a great output. It's a great tool that you can use just to sense check the hearing, have a little bit of fun at the same time. But it's definitely something I'd be going back to. I'm keen to use it with my daughter when she's older. I'd be absolutely recommending it to friends to use if they've got any concerns or just want a bit of peace of mind about hearing as well.